Welcome to week 4 of Coop's college football parlay picks on FanDuel, and I have some good news. We did win some money finally last week, but it's not on the bet that you probably think it was on. Let's dive into it. What's going on, Canes fans and my college football family? Welcome to my FanDuel parlay picks for week number 4 of the college football season. Make sure that you leave some sort of comment on this video because each and every week, if we hit on any of our parlays, I share some of the money with random people in the comments section. And the only thing you have to do to be qualified is be subscribed and leave a comment down below. Now, last week was kind of rough. Let's be honest. There were a lot of really weird games. People said that week 3 of the college football season was going to be kind of boring, and that was very far from the truth. There were just all sorts of crazy games, and it goes to show how difficult it is to predict games in college football. College football sometimes doesn't make sense, and it can be very unpredictable. Now, what I want to do is show my picks from last week because we don't run, we never hide, and then we'll get into the picks for this week. Now, I would like to say that we did win last week, but it was on an NFL bet. I don't make videos about my NFL bets, but I did place a little 4-leg parlay on the Dolphins game, Dolphins versus Patriots, and you can see it right here. I bet $10. Again, you guys know my betting philosophy, low risk, high reward. We set up juicy parlays. They don't hit often, but when they do, it's a really nice payout. So $10 bet. I had Dolphins winning, Tyreek Hill touchdown, Berrios over 18.5 reception yards, and a Hunter Henry touchdown. And we won $265.73. So here's what I'm going to do. I understand that this was not a college football bet, but everyone who does leave a comment on this video, I'm going to pick some random people no matter what happens with the college football bet this week, and I'll share a little piece of the pie from the NFL bet. So you're going to want to make sure that you leave some sort of comment on this video. But again, I do want to show the bet from last week and what we had. This was what I considered a conservative parlay last week. Now again, it was mass chaos in college football. 6-leg parlay, we only hit on half of them. Florida State had the very close game with Boston College, only winning by 2 points. I thought this was a lock. Now, I didn't know there was a hurricane coming into that area, but the weather ended up not playing a part. Florida State just let everyone down if you placed this bet. Penn State hit. Kansas State lost to Missouri on a 60-plus yard field goal at the end of the game. We had money line K-State. Come on, bro. North Carolina won. Tennessee lost in the swamp again to Florida. Absolutely embarrassing. So, again, you can see the college football bet did not go well, but so freaking hard to predict, right? But we got some payback here with the NFL game, so I'm pretty happy about that. So just remember, guys, before we get into this is not betting advice. I've had a couple people down in the comments say, Coop, I wouldn't do this, I wouldn't do that. That's good. But the people that say, I wouldn't take your betting advice no matter what, it's not betting advice. I'm literally just sharing what my picks are. I do enjoy talking, however, about, critiquing the picks. Why would you do this? Or, hey, I did this one. That's all good fun. Also, just remember, only bet if you are of legal age and in a legal state that allows sports betting. So without further ado, what we're going to do is actually place 2 separate bets this week. And it's because there are a couple games I want to bet on, but I don't want to do like an 8 or a 10-leg parlay because that's just absolutely insane. So we're going to do 2 separate ones. So we're going to go kind of quickly this week. And the very first one that I want to bet on here, I'm just going to let you guys know I'm staying away from Florida State and Clemson. I have no idea what to expect out of Florida State this week. Should have just been an uh-oh game against Boston College. Clemson is the underdog at home in this one. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. There's absolutely no way. The first game I'm actually looking for here is Ole Miss and Alabama. And I'm going to be a little ballsy this week. Everyone said that, I'm always taking the favorites. Not this week. I'm actually punching in money line Ole Miss and believing that Lane Kiffin can take care of the Crimson Tide finally this time. I think we're witnessing Nick Saban's downfall. They don't have a quarterback. They don't have an offense. Alabama's just not very good this year. I think they did announce that they're going to go back to Milroe as their quarterback, which I think is their best bet. It's at Alabama. I don't know. I'm picking the upset here with Ole Miss. I don't think that Ole Miss is necessarily that good, but I think they're better than Alabama. We'll see. Next one I'm going to take here is Maryland, and I'm going to play it safe and go money line. Michigan State at this point is just in shambles. Their fan base has checked out. Football team has checked out. They have way too many distractions. So I think that's a pretty safe bet to take. We're going to go another questionable one here, probably for a lot of you. You're going to be very surprised, I think, with this pick. And this one hurts my heart to take it. We got to scroll way down here. This one hurts, man. Ohio State versus Notre Dame. I mean, is it possible that both teams could lose? I truly wish that was the case. Unfortunately, somebody's going to come out victorious in this one. And I'm going to take money line Notre Dame. I think that Sam Hartman is a pretty good quarterback. It's at home, and I think that gives them the edge, the combination of the two, home game with Sam Hartman. But I do want to say this game could truly go either way. It really could. I wouldn't expect this to be a blowout. There's a reason why the spread is only 3 points between these two teams. I do think that it would be close, but I think Notre Dame comes out victorious in this one. Let me know what you think about it. One that's, I think pretty obvious here. We're going to go ahead and play it safe with the next one and take Penn State money line over Iowa. Not betting the spread a lot in this first set. Again, kind of playing it safe, but also being, a little ballsy and taking some of the underdogs. I'm also going to bet on an SEC game here. And I'm going to take South Carolina over Mississippi State money line. Mississippi State got thumped last week by LSU 41-14. And I get that South Carolina is currently 1-2, but they played Georgia last week. And that game was way too close for comfort for Georgia. Now, hopefully South Carolina didn't, expend too much physical and mental energy in that one. But it's a home game. I think that they're better than Mississippi State. I'm going to go money line South Carolina. And one final one to make this a 6-leg parlay. I'm going to take money line North Carolina. And this is an easy choice. Pitt is not a good football team. I really want to take the 7.5. I really do. I think that would make what we're going to do is we're going to look at the difference. We're going to take a look at the payout here. This will be a 6-leg parlay. Let's just take a little bit of a look here. If we go money line North Carolina, and you guys know my motto, low risk, high reward, $10 bet would pay out $197.60. If we lay the points here on North Carolina and bet the spread, $10 would pay out $290. That is a much juicier payout, but we're going to try to play it safe here. Let's go money line North Carolina. We'll lock in the $10 bet with a payout of $197.60. I'm going to go ahead and lock it in since we're doing two separate ones. That'll give us a fresh, clean slate here. And we're going to scroll right back up and we're going to place a second bet this week in week 4. Hopefully this doesn't bite us in the booty. Going to be a first time thing here on the channel. Never placed 2 different bets. And we're going to go kind of quick through this one. This one's just kind of some gut feeling stuff. NC State over Virginia. I'm going to lay the points and take the 9.5 for them. The next one I'm going to bet on, and this is one that I want to stay away from, but a lot of people around the country are feeling the same way. Colorado and Oregon. I'm actually going to lay the points here with Oregon as a 21-point favorite. I know that Colorado has that offense, that can score pretty quickly, but they're without Travis Hunter for at least the next 3 weeks, maybe even more. And we saw that Colorado defense is Swiss cheese. Colorado State had no problem scoring on them. And, you know, Colorado, their players believe in Dion. They're bought in. This is at Oregon, though. I think Oregon actually gives them a reality check this week, and it could be 28 or more, 35 or more, possibly. And maybe we come back and I say, wow, I was so wrong on this one. But I would be shocked if Colorado makes this a game. I really actually would be. And next up, we're going to take a relatively safe one, I believe. And that's going to be the Texas game. Here we go. Texas and Baylor. I'm just going to go straight money line Texas. I realize that doesn't add a whole lot to our parlay at 710, but going to go ahead and take that one. Pretty confident in that. I'm also going to take Tennessee and UTSA. I'm going to lay the points here with Tennessee. Another one that I think a lot of questionable bets are being placed this week. I know that they just lost in the swamp. I know that we're going to think that they're down and out on themselves, but it's UTSA. This is probably a week where Tennessee kind of comes out with a vengeance, and I think 20.5 is actually a pretty safe bet at home at Neyland over UTSA. And I think we're going to go two more. We're going to go two more games here. We're looking for Texas Tech. All right, Texas Tech and West Virginia. West Virginia getting the win over Pitt last week, I believe. Don't quote me on that one because I don't follow either team. But I do think that West Virginia beat them. But with Texas Tech, I'm just going to take money line here. Again, kind of playing it safe on this one. Might consider laying the points here. It's at home for West Virginia, but they're not a good football team. Going to take Texas Tech there on that one. And we're going to add one more to get a 6-leg parlay going here. And that's going to be Wake Forest and Georgia Tech. Now, originally, I didn't want to touch this game. But I don't think Georgia Tech is very good. I know they made it a game against Louisville, but they've been kind of fumbling the bag since then overall. I'm going to go ahead and lock in Wake Forest money line. They had kind of that comeback victory over Old Dominion at Old Dominion last week. But we're going to go ahead and take money line there with Wake Forest. And that's going to give us a 6-leg parlay at plus 1578. We're going to drop another $10 on this one to give us a payout of $157.80. So, hey, we got two different bets going down this week. Very exciting. Hopefully, one of the college football bets will hit. If not, I guess we got NFL games, that we can try to bet on. But if you have any questions about betting, you can always ask them down below. I am not a betting expert. I'm not going to provide any advice. I just mean if you have questions on, what is the spread about. I don't really bet the over and under very often. I kind of stay away from that. Money line. If you have questions about what any of the terminology is, feel free to ask. If I don't know, I'm sure there's someone that would be ready and willing to help out and answer any questions. But I'm feeling pretty good. I think that maybe we can get a hit on one of these. And just do not forget to leave a comment. Literally anything. And I'll share a piece of the pie from the NFL bet a couple of days ago. Remember though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family. But at the end of the day, I gotta say, it's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out. I'll see y'all in the next one.